Welcome to the Good Ride, where it's not about our pride, it's just about how it rides. And this is the Never Summer Westbound 2021. We got this right before the COVID shutdown, barely got on this, and we're gonna do a follow-up review later. To give you a short summary, same as last year. Tapered, directional, very fun, very versatile, traditional, old school kind of free ride with modern camber profile. And poor Peter didn't get to ride this, so he's just he's gonna do Peter sign. Yes, and this is a Good Ride favorite. This is one of those boards that I just really liked. I'd love to have in my quiver. This might not go back. Sizing wise, this is the 160. And last year I had the 157. I think the 157 was maybe just a touch small, and the 160 feels a little more like my kind of board. It's more of a traditional freeride board, so you want to be a little bit bigger than your normal 57-ish all mountain board. So this is a good size for my specs. 185, size 9 boot, 5'10", but that doesn't really matter as much. The board can't tell your height. That well, at least. As far as the shape goes, tapered directional, it's like 6 mil of taper. And it's got that kind of Shaper series camber profile that has kind of ripsaw off the back, going to a little rocker in the middle, a mellow rocker in the middle, and then a mellow elliptical camber, which makes it pretty forgiving. Just about anybody, a beginner with a shit ton of cash could get on this. And it skids turns super easy, but it likes a little more weight on the back foot on groomers, and then doesn't burn as much in powder. And it's got lots of pop. It's not that soft in the middle like a lot of Never Summer boards, but yet you can still butter it with a little bit of effort. It's just, I think just that rocker in the middle just makes it easier to butter, even though it doesn't give as much as like the Shaper Twin or the Harpoon. It's got that little stiffer between the feet and pretty stiff in the tip and tail. And it really pops, it really springs. And speed-wise, it's damp and fast, but that camber profile makes it feel a little loose. And it likes to be on edge when you're pointing it, otherwise it can get weird. One footing and flat basing, like we usually talk about in the shape, the camber profile. But the base glide is good, and man, this thing can just hammer over bumps. It just, even though the tip and tail can bounce and clown shoe a little bit, it just doesn't pass up into your legs and knees and joints, and it's just a very damp, very good board for riding from first chair to last chair. Even on a Saturday. I'm gonna go that far and just say it's one of the better boards for uneven terrain riding. Edge hold's good. They're always just like good, bordering on great with Never Summer. It grips well. And turn initiation, it's pretty fast, edge to edge. It's like medium fast with the 160 versus the 157. 157 was a little faster, but it's great for people who are just going in and out of trees, weaving in around bumps, and that kind of stuff. If you need that quick edge-to-edge turn initiation, it's good. And then when you get out into that carve, yeah, you have to lean back a little bit more than you would, let's say, the Old West, but getting that full camber off the tail and just leaning into it and how it springs out of the turn, I felt like it's comparable to some, like, almost up there with the way it springs out of the turn, like some mostly camber snowboards. Kind of up there, like sometimes it feels like more camber rich than a lot of those hybrid cambers that have a good bit of early rocker. So that's kind of cool. It's got a good spring out of a turn. It's very rewarding, and I just had a blast last year on Perfect Groomers carving this up. I really wish I could have done that with the 160 here. And powder, there's good float. But man, looking at the Shaper Twin, it just makes me go, I wonder how much better of a floater this would be. This is good, but not amazing. Could be even better with those setback inserts. It could just take it to that next level and really make it friendly for those deeper days. And that could be pretty cool. But decent setback on board, not a lot. A little more centered, a little more on the all mountain side of setback, but doable. This can hit a kicker really well. It can get air. It's got a nice stable approach. That's right. Park, sure. I mean, you could go ride some pipe, hit some kickers, not really a jibber. And overall, I mean, this is just one of those very versatile, very recommendable kind of one-board quivers for those guys who tend to ride a little more directional, want a little bit of that surfy feel, but don't want to go overboard. Just kind of take it a step further from your average double-ender all-mountain board. So there you have it.
You didn't let me talk this entire review.
You're welcome.
I need to learn sign language.
All our reviews are done without any brand oversight. It's a best effort, objective opinion from an average rider's perspective. If you need advice, check the in-depth review on the site first, then fill out the eHarmony profile in the Contact Us section so I can help you properly. If you want to support us, like and subscribe to the channel, and if what we reviewed appeals to you, it helps us if you buy through our links. So, thanks for watching.